donuts because it's Team 1's Donut Duel.
So, as you guys heard, we're Team 1, and our game is Donut Duel. I'm Piper, the producer and one of the programmers.
Hi, I'm Sham, one programmer.
I'm Ashir, also a programmer.
I'm Alexa, an artist.
I'm Shuhan, the sound designer.
And I'm Cece, the other artist.
So what exactly is Donut Duel? Donut Duel is a four-player jousting game on the Jamadrome. In our game, you will play as a knight and a horse, one person controlling the knight and one person controlling the horse. Your goal is to knock your opponent off by using power-up donuts and your lance in order to smack them off their horse. Story-wise, your goal is to impress the princess by winning the joust because it's the king's birthday and you can win his favor. Here is a quick video showing our game. Okay, can somebody refresh? Oh, So now that you've seen what our game looks like, how does it actually work? So our game starts in a starting scene with a starting animatic. After that, it goes to our title screen where players can choose to spin a spin wheel to pull up a tutorial that tells them how to play their character and also what each of the power-up donuts does. Then they can press their button in order to ready up. Once all players are readied up, it'll go into our game scene. Our game is played in 3 rounds where best of 3 wins. In our game scene, there will be a short pause before each of the rounds to show a replay of the previous round, the round score, and also give a time for players to recollect and reset. Once a player has won, it will go to our ending scene. In our ending scene, a short animatic will play depending on which team has won. After that, there will be text showing who has actually won the game, and players can choose to either ready up again or let the time run out and the game close.
Okay, on to movement. So, this is the original horse sprites that we were using before interims. You can see one main issue with them is that their mane and tail are the same color, which made it pretty difficult to tell which way they were rotating, especially when things were moving pretty fast. Our solution for this was to have the mane be slightly darker than the tail, which allowed for better directionality.
As for the actual movement of the horse is always moving forward, but it can even change its direction using the controls of the Jamadrome.
These are the knight sprites. You can see the different layers there. So the first part is the upper body of the knight. It rotates independently from the legs, which are fused onto the horse sprite to allow better movement. And the lance is its own layer under the knight, but above the horse. You can see that it's a lollipop because everything is candy themed.
As for the movement of the knight, its location is locked to that of the horse so that it is always riding it. And it can also rotate independently of the horse, as Alexa said. However, its rotation is constricted to a 180-degree arc so that the knight just doesn't keep on rotating on top of the horse because that's highly unrealistic. We also wanted to add an attacking feature to the player. So initially this was planned to be just a player speeding up. However, this was cancelled. Because this was too similar to the speed power-up. Also during the base gameplay, it was very hard to hit the other player without getting hit yourself, which is why we changed it to something like this instead, where the knight is able to throw the lance a little bit forward to try and hit the player before taking it back.
There's also a sound played during attacks, so there's a metal clashing sound to simulate medieval armors, and also a stabbing sound to show one player lose their health.
So, in order to fight each other, the knights are going to need donut power-ups. And these are the 6 that our team has created, one flavor for each member of our team, and this is all of the buffs that they give the knights.
They also have different sound effects. The one just plays the sound effects for Sissy's donut, the heart donut.
And this is the princess, the actual character that throws these donuts in game. We wanted to integrate her into there, not just as a motivation. So you can see that she has three main animations, especially because she's swirling. We wanted to model her skirts off of a peppermint.
And as for the donut spawning, we essentially pick a random one of the 6 donuts and spawn them on top of the princess before throwing them out onto the field. The difficult part about this was synchronizing the princess throwing and the donut spawning so that it gives the illusion that the princess is actually throwing the donuts instead of them being 2 completely separate systems.
Talking about the donut system, this is a picture that player will see on their horse side. This is the inventory UI. This system is designed to be keep player have more control of the game, as well as having them have a clear view of what's happening there. This is donut effect that player will see if they apply the donut and having effects on the player to let them see, oh, they use the donut and also for opponent sides. This is an example of the teleporting donut.
So moving on to the environment of our game, this is the arena that we have. We have 2, a cross-shaped one and a oval-shaped one, which is a tiebreaker map, which reduces the area, forcing players to hit each other slightly more often. We have 2 raised platforms on which the king and princess stands on. And this is an animation for the king and his sprinkle cannon. Basically, the cannon launches sprinkles onto the arena, which act as obstacles, and this makes the game slightly more strategic and harder.
Okay, moving on to world building and polishing. One thing we did was add animatics at the start and end of the game. The first one that plays adds context as to why exactly this game is happening. It's the King's Birthday Joust, and you are participating as a knight. The second one is an end scene that's customized to which knight wins. There's a cyan one and a pink one. You can see them here. They're a bit sped up. We then worked on a tutorial for each of the players. You can see that the blurbs are customized based on whether you're a horse or a knight, and the highlighted text denotes what team you're on.
And here are some more UI elements that we designed. We have lettering and numbers and also a heart banner that shows how many lives you have and connects the 2 people from the same team together. We have improved buttons to tell players how to press to ready up and how to spin the wheel for a tutorial to pop up.
We also implemented a replay system. Replay systems are a staple of any party game, and we wanted our game to have one as well. Our goal was to have players be able to tell who lost the round and also who on their team caused them to lose the round. Very important information to know.
For the sound part, there is also an overview for all the sound effects. So I separated all the sound effects into diegetic and non-diegetic part and separate them and apply them in different ways. And there's a music from a Japanese game that I was inspired. I kind of want to imitate similar playful and also energetic mood. So this is the start screen music I made. And this is the gameplay music. During this music, I use marimba as the main instrument to keep all the melody not very consistent, so it's kind of active, and also there's percussion or clapping sound in the background, and also I still use classical instruments like violin and cello to keep all the themes still classical and match our jousting theme. There's also end-screen music, so all of them are composed in B flat major just to keep all the music style consistent. And there's also sound effects when each round starts just to make it sound like actual jousting and an actual competition. And we also want to add some funny parts into our game. So we invite our TA to friendly record our voice line for the knight when they're heavily hit or just lose all the health. So one of them is the pink knight. Oh, sorry, this one is the cyan knight. The pink knight for some reason is not playing. Yeah.
So while we face many challenges, especially working with a new platform, we're really proud of the work that we've put out and our finished product. Thank you for listening.